presidential pardon.
But I can tell you, based on my experience, he was certainly given different treatment than an ordinary person.
The Biden administration reversing course in his son's case. A halt to aid to Gaza.
The humanitarian situation in Gaza is a crisis.
As the war with Israel ramps up. And if you think the weather is cool here,
I can't send my drivers out in this.
just wait until you see what tied up the busy travel weekend. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Dylan Bazay.
And I'm David Lascano. Today is Monday, December 2nd, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Change of plans. President Biden reverses course when it comes to a high-profile pardon.
President Joe Biden has given his son what considers to be a, quote, full and unconditional pardon.
And as CNN's Amy Kiley reports, Hunter Biden would have faced up to 42 years in prison for gun and tax crimes.
Joe Biden's pardon here of his son, in all likelihood, to a virtual certainty, did spare Hunter Biden from having to go to prison.
Hunter Biden is vowing to help others struggling with addiction after receiving a full pardon from his father. President Joe Biden says he changed his mind about clemency for his son because he thinks politics has caused a miscarriage of justice.
We'll never know definitively whether Hunter Biden was given lenient treatment or harsher treatment because of his name, but I can tell you, based on my experience, he was certainly given different treatment than an ordinary person.
Hunter Biden is convicted of possessing a firearm while addicted to or using illegal drugs and has pleaded guilty to tax crimes related to money he has since repaid. In total, the charges against him carry a maximum sentence of 42 years in prison.
I think what happened in this case is the pendulum sort of swung from one extreme to the other, and you ended up with an outcome that the president felt necessary to issue a pardon on.
Republicans are blasting the pardon. It's unlikely to go over well with Democrats either. But analysts say the president's overriding motivation wasn't political.
What you're talking about here is, Biden taking a step that is going to be very controversial, even with his own party, to protect his son.
As a father, it was probably pretty difficult not to proceed.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
This morning, President Trump places his choice for FBI director. The president-elect announced Saturday that Kash Patel would be his selection. Patel is a fierce Trump loyalist who previously served as the chief staff for Trump's defense secretary. Current FBI Director Christopher Wray has 3 years remaining in his 10-year term and would have to be resigned or be fired.
The United Nations Agency for Palestine has halted sending resources to a major crossing point into the Gaza Strip due to the repeated looting of aid trucks. This decision comes at a time when more and more people are starving in the area. The UN's Relief Works Agency describes the incidents as some of the worst of its kind.
Now, part of the problem, as we've seen just in the last 24 hours, is not actually moving aid from outside Gaza into Gaza, but moving it around Gaza once it's inside. The UN, in fact, said it was suspending movement from certain areas of Gaza because of concerns about looting. These are all things that would be helped if there were a ceasefire in place.
In just the last month, over 100 aid trucks have been looted.
And we're changing years now. Heavy lake effect snow make post-holiday travel nearly impossible in parts of the Great Lakes region. As CNN's Jen Sullivan reports, millions of Americans are experiencing delays following the Thanksgiving holiday.
A massive winter storm pounding the Great Lakes region, making post-Thanksgiving travel treacherous as millions of Americans head home. Places like Buffalo, New York could see up to 6 feet of snow by Monday. The governor declaring a state of emergency for 11 counties.
We've already canceled all deliveries. I can't send my drivers out in this.
The Buffalo Bills Highmark Stadium buried under snow. Fans helping shovel ahead of Sunday's game against the San Francisco 49ers. More than 2 million people remain under lake effect snow warnings.
There's a car underneath that.
Including Erie County, Pennsylvania, where some areas could see up to 4 feet of snow by Monday, paralyzing travel.
It's just a scary situation.
Officials warning drivers to stay off the roads.
Stay home. Only travel when necessary.
Arctic air coming down from Canada is forcing low temperatures to tumble below freezing. The bitter cold triggering lake effect snow. And even further south, winter alerts are in effect for parts of Kentucky and West Virginia. All of this coming during the busiest travel week of the year. Sunday is expected to be the busiest day for air travel. Many flights now canceled, stranding passengers.
Even if the airlines let you change, there's a very good chance flights are sold out for several days.
In New York, I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Food banks across the country are dealing with higher prices and less donations. As CNN's Maribel Gonzalez reports, millions of people struggle to feed themselves with donations becoming more and more limited.
For many, gathering around the dinner table is a source of joy and bonding, especially during the holidays. But for some, it can also bring angst as they try to figure out where their next meal will come from.
I have never seen a line that long before.
Chris Merrill lines up outside a California food pantry.
Used to be that we would go inside and there'd probably be, maybe 50 people at the most. But now the lady was telling me that they're giving away food to 700 people.
The high demand is widespread. In 2023, Feeding America estimates more than 50 million people turn to places like these for help. Their survey found that across the country, around 85% of responding food banks report seeing demand for food assistance increase or stay the same in August 2024 compared to August 2023.
Now the unemployment rate has come down. We would expect the demand for food assistance to decrease, but that's not what has happened. It has stayed at this very high level.
Adding to the hardship as food prices remain high, donations are down.
Makes it a real challenge to keep things going at the level that we want to.
For those who are food insecure, the drop in donations is concerning because for some, this help is a lifeline.
Things are not getting better from what I'm saying. Things are still getting really out of hand.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
A security camera footage shows an Amazon package going missing just moments after being delivered. WCBB's Danae Bucci has more on the missing Christmas gift and the delivery driver that homeowners are blaming.
That package was delivered on this porch in broad daylight in front of this very busy street. The homeowners here can't believe someone would be so brazen.
It was just unnerving to see it happen to you.
David and Lisa Nahabedian were patiently waiting for their son's Christmas present, but when they got the notification that it was delivered, it wasn't there.
So we're looking all around the different neighbors. We asked my son, who he didn't know where it was. So I'm like, well, let's look at the Ring camera. So he looks at it, and lo and behold, this is what happened. So.
A porch pirate made off with their package, but it appears the person who took it also delivered it.
And she waited for the light to turn green in front of my house so that all the cars started moving. And then she started to do her delivery and porch pirate and go back into a car. And then she, again, nearly gets in an accident trying to pull away.
The bounty the pirate made off with?
Plain cotton sweatshirts. My son had asked for them for Christmas, so I ordered them.
The entire robbery was caught on their Ring camera.
We've never had any problems getting packages.
And part of the reason I got the Ring camera was because of this.
With so many people ordering presents for the holidays, the Newton Police Department has a few recommendations. These include scheduling deliveries at a time someone is home, requiring a signature for deliveries, or having packages delivered to a pickup location. These steps will hopefully prevent headaches further down the line.
It's frustrating.
Frustrating, and then they could be late for Christmas too, so I'm hoping that won't be the case.
The homeowner has reached out to the company to figure out who that delivery driver was. In Newton, Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5.
An NBA rematch between the Heat and the Raptors after the same two teams played on Friday.
Well, just hope they don't steal the game like they stole those Christmas gifts. And that's still ahead, and so is the story.
This way I can almost own every car I've ever wanted to own.
It's typical to put toys under the tree, but one guy decided to stop there. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
A hot holiday as a popular toy becomes the theme for a very special Christmas tree. This holiday season comes rolling in for a 6-year-old Hot Wheels fan with a car-themed Christmas tree.
It's part of a holiday event near Des Moines, Iowa. Car enthusiast Mike White, who first got little Riley Shelton into the trade, decorated a Christmas tree with all the Hot Wheels he could fit. The final design was a surprise to the 6-year-old, who has been battling a serious illness. The toys, her friendship with Mike, and his wife have kept her strong during these times.
What do you think?
What do you think? I love it. Did we do a good job?
I can almost own every car I've ever wanted to own.
Mike White has collected Hot Wheels since he was 16, filling his garage with the toys right alongside his full-size classic cars.
It was a close game for the Miami Heat in Canada as the team couldn't get over the hump across the Toronto Raptors. Miami was outscored by 10 in the first quarter and spent the rest of the game trying to claw it back. Star player for the Heat, Tyler Herro, scored 31 points but missed a three-pointer that would have tied the game with 29 seconds left. The final score was Heat 116, Toronto 119. The Heat will play in Boston against the Celtics tonight at 7:30.
And the FIU football team is without a head coach this morning. This despite a win over Middle Tennessee State in the final game of the season this Saturday. The university announced on Twitter yesterday that Mike McIntyre would no longer be leading the program. According to the athletic director Scott Carr, the team's culture, budgets, and academics have all improved under McIntyre. Carr says the decision was based upon field results. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stand.
program is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
It's been a pleasure, but that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm David Lascano.
And I'm Dylan Bazet, and you can get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.